And I think I got it timed right this time, but I have no idea. So, anywho, it's me. I'm back. It's been 2 weeks, and yeah, it's been a stressful one. Trying to find a home. Spent the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks going to houses. They're all starting to jumble together. Trying to buy one, and now it got to the point where we're looking to rent. But it's the whole process of just not knowing. We have until the end of the month, and it's just really stressful. So I haven't been able to get to the videos like I wanted to. I had so many plans, but everything just kind of fell through. I still plan on making them as soon as I can. Looked at a really nice house today, so I'm kind of excited about that. It has virtually everything we want, except for then we'll have to walk up a couple of flights of stairs to go take a shower, but aside from that, phone is beeping at me. Why? Oh, no? Why is my phone beeping at me? Oh, because I have a scheduled viewing tomorrow at 6. Oh, well, I wonder if I should better reply to that, huh? Because I don't know if I'll for sure get this other house. So we have to make sure we don't lose our appointment. Look at this one. Was not the number. 20. Confirm. All right. Anyway, holy crap, I got a headache. Aside from that, it's been a pretty stressful. I haven't really done much on the experimental blog that I wanted to do. Didn't get any of the videos I wanted to make. I hit 500 subscribers, and I'm excited about that. And I still haven't figured out how we're going to do a giveaway, which is still something I really want to do. So if you have any suggestions, you can always comment or even shoot me a message on Twitter and Facebook, or use the contact form on ridersanctuary.com. I love the idea of sending someone a typewriter, but I don't know where to find one. I bet the shipping on that would be stupid high too, but I think it'd be awesomely cool. Maybe I'll have to hit some thrift stores, see if I can find one. I used to have an old-fashioned ribbon typewriter with my grandpa's from years ago. And I remember sitting in the basement hammering out short stories when I was like 9 or 10 years old. And for the longest time I had that typewriter. I don't know what happened to it though. It was an antique. Anywho, aside from being stressed out about not finding a home, I still plan on doing more with my channel and with my website. I did add a new feature for managing banners, because I had someone ask me how much it would cost for me to create sponsored posts on my blog, and how much it would cost for like banner impressions and stuff like that. And I started thinking about like, wow, I haven't really thought about it that much. But the blog is getting to the point where it's starting to get attention. So I sat down Saturday and hammered out some details on that. So that'll be kind of cool. And I added a plugin. Can't remember offhand which plugin I added. Add Rotate. Add Rotate works great. And I'm thinking about buying the professional version, because it'll give me a chance to control what banners are more important and what advertisers are more important to me. So right now I have my Green Geeks banner and my YouTube channel banner on the website, and it rotates through all of them. And it's kind of a cool plugin, so I think we might be using that in our blog experiment as soon as I can get back to doing it. That brings me back to this new house we're looking at, and I'm pretty excited about it. I get my own office space. It's wide open. I love it. I'm in love with this house. But because I love it so much, I'm probably not going to get it. No, squirrel. That's something, I don't know if I'm going to miss that. Because throughout the day, I'll be sitting here working, and you can hear squirrels running across the roof. That's because we have no shingles above me. And I kind of grown accustomed to the squirrels in the neighborhood, but I think the place that I'm looking at now has squirrel trees in it, so pretty sure that we'll still have them. I just won't hear them running around above me. Oh, but aside from that, I have a headache. And no, it's not coronavirus. I just have a headache from being stressed. I really think of but yeah, I just want to let y'all know that I'm still here. I haven't gone anywhere yet. Just haven't been all that focused on making videos, which is a bummer because I had so many things I wanted to do. So I think as soon as all of this whole finding a house thing is over, I should be able to get back into production mode. So we're going to do some more first looks. I want to get some of the videos out for Text Broker. I wanted to write a bunch of blog posts for like hub pages on Vocal and Medium and see how well that does. And got a few videos planned out for WordPress coming up. I've got like a whole slew of ideas. I just need to sit down and do them. And I did a video. I was going to publish a video on Friday, but I was going through editing it. It's the Friday videos when I do the viewer comments and I respond to them, which I respond to all comments on the videos anyway, but I like doing it on Friday so that if you haven't seen the video that the comment belongs to, then at least might be able to help you as well. So I was going through and I was answering the comments and I did the whole video and then I started editing it and I was like halfway through it. I'm like, it's lacking something, so I just canned it. But I don't know if that was because it was lacking something or because I was just stressed. So I'm going to hopefully get back to doing that on Friday. And no matter what, I'm going to do the viewer comment video. At least, I think I'm going to redo it though. I messed up a lot in that one. So it didn't really feel right. But I think tomorrow, depending on what's going on, I'm going to try to get something out. I want to get back into doing videos before the end of the month, but might not happen until April, so that's kind of a bummer. But that's what happens when you're stressed out about trying to find a place to live. But it'll all work out. It always does. And looking forward to it. I did get to work a little bit on 7, and I'm getting excited about it. Because of all this going on, I don't know if I want to be able to meet my March deadline, so I'm going to have to push that until April. But I think it'll work out great because the next couple of houses we're looking at, I do get an office space, so I get my own little area where I can make all the videos I want. I don't have to worry about people walking in behind me. I don't have to worry about hearing dogs barking or cats jumping on my lap unless they're stuck in here with me. Yeah. She's ignoring me now. Oh, don't make eye contact. She'll jump in my lap. I don't mind it, but it would be nice to have my own space, and it'll have a much cleaner background. I already have it all planned out. It's going to look nice. It's going to look awesome. So I'm really excited about that. I'm just really hoping I get this house I looked at today. Because it checks off all my boxes. So, cross my fingers for that one. Aside from that, things are progressing kind of slowly. The blog broke another record last month for how many viewers it had, or visitors rather. This month it might get about the same amount of traffic, but I think a lot of that's because I really haven't had time to write. I did do a blog post yesterday. I'm hoping to do a few more this week, so hoping to get that going. And I also need to get my son writing on the experimental blog that we're doing. You've got to let the cats in still. Yeah. Like right now, Max is looking at me through the glass door, and Cloak is looking at her on the other side. Neither one of them care. They just don't want the door being shut. It's really crazy because there's a 35-second or a 25-second delay between my video and YouTube, and so I can hear Sam watching the video in the other room, and so it's kind of throwing me off. Oh well, it's all good. Oh, but I'm really excited about this house. It's one of a few places we walked into where I felt like it was home. Like the last two on Friday were good, but this one, I don't know, just this one screams. Shyman says, "Hello, how's it going, Shyman?" I know I keep saying that I want to make that YouTube video for you for Text Broker, and I will. Just the last few weeks have been horrible. So that's why I'm hoping that if we get this new house and I get my own studio, and then I'm going to crank out some cool stuff. Think about doing a green screen. Maybe doing some videos where I'm behind a different desk every time. I don't know. Just something to play with. I'll probably do that on like Colorado Plays or Crossing Colorado. Try to keep Writer Sanctuary a little bit more professional, I guess, but it comes with its own office, so I'm pretty jazzed. And there's built-in Ethernet too, so the landlord says he doesn't know if it works. Somebody put it in a while ago that was computer people, and so I'd have to track down the lines to see where they all lead to, but it looks like it was installed pretty well, so I'm pretty jazzed about that. The kitchen has an awesome little dining nook thing that comes out. It's pretty cool. The living room has one of those vaulted living rooms where you can see all the way up to the second floor. It's really tall. You can play basketball in it. And I've always wanted a house like that because I keep thinking, I got a projector. I can mount the projector on the wall and throw up a movie 80 inches. So that'd be kind of fun. But it's been rough. We keep getting outbid on houses or first come, first serve rentals. And so as soon as a rental comes up, someone snags it out from under us. And then with all that added to it, we got the coronavirus going on, and so all the word camps are getting closed down, so those are getting canceled. So not all of them, just a bunch. Means less work for me, but it's kind of disappointing. But by the time the one here in Denver is open, then the flu will be a thing of the past, I guess. But yeah, it's fun. Having a good time. How are you guys doing? Been 2 weeks. I'm almost out of stuff to say because my mind is mush. I'm trying to keep it together, and it's not like last year. This time it's more of I'm just really burned out. Every house is starting to look alike. I keep thinking, what house was that? Was that the one with the patio? Did that one have the floor? Which one had the fireplace? You can get to that point where you just start. They all run together. And it's this one stands out because I love it. I love this house. I'm just hoping I can sell Dan on it. How to write that symbol, the caret. It's for HTML and it's not on the keyboard. Should be. Next to your M, you have your greater than, less than symbols. You look at the bottom of the keyboard, you got Z, X, C, V, B, N, M. Then you got your caret, then slash, and shift. So it should be there. But if you want to write it out in HTML, it is GT semicolon, and it's the ampersand GT semicolon and ampersand LT semicolon. One's greater than, one's less than. So if you write it, it looks like this. I'll type it here. So at greater than and less than. So it looks like that. So it'll be 25-second delay. So sorry about that. But that's how you would write it in HTML if you want it to show up as text. Now, when you do that, it's not going to add it into the code. So checking in. Hello, how's it going, Creed Adam Show? And did you ever get that squared away with losing your 5 stars? Because that's kind of a bummer. Like you pass that test only for them to take it from you. I still haven't taken it yet, but then again, I haven't really done much of anything at the moment. I've been trying to find a home. So I will eventually get on Text Broker and take the 5-star test just for bragging rights. But I don't know. It'd be kind of cool to see if I can utilize it. But right now, I get paid quite a bit for my clients in the private world. So I don't know. We'll see. But that's kind of a bummer that you got and lost it so fast. That's how I felt when I got my 4 stars the first time. Like, I was so proud. I was all excited. I'm like, oh yeah, that jumps up my hourly rate by $3 an hour because it goes from 3 stars to 4 stars, and I can make more money as a 4-star. Had it for 3 days, and I got knocked down to a 3 for 6 months. So yeah, I feel your pain. It still is unbelievable, and yes, I have corresponded with them several times. Yeah, that's crappy. I'm still thinking that maybe you got an anal editor that was just probably didn't know what was going on, or maybe just tagged you for stuff that they thought was right. Like I said before, is I got into an argument with ambiance. That's what it was. I got into an argument with one of the editors about the word ambiance. Now the French version uses an E, and the English version uses an A, or is that backwards? I'll have to look it up. Define ambiance. Ambience. Okay, so E in the French version is an A, and they wanted me to keep using the French version, and I refused. So I kept using the English version no matter what, just to prove a point. And after about 6 months, I finally gave up. I was right. So the way I was using the word in its English version was correct. So they can sit and spin. So maybe something like that happened where you got a hold of some editor who just didn't have their head screwed on right or something. That's one of the bad things about content mills, is that sometimes you're at the mercy of an editor who might not know what they're doing fully. Or if somebody has a bad day, then they start tagging you for dumb stuff. It's happened to me a few times, but it's one of those things you have to live with and push through it. When I lost my 4 stars the first time, though, no, that was all me. I screwed up. So I had 4 stars for 3 days and then lost it. Got it back after 6 months, and I've had it ever since. But yeah, it's kind of crappy when it comes to that kind of stuff, because you never know. You never know who's going to be editing your stuff or what kind of skills that other person has, because nobody's perfect. Everybody's going to have a bad day. I have them. And like when I'm editing, oh wow, when I go back and read some of my old stuff, it's like cringeworthy. Like, that's the hardest part, is being able to edit your own stuff, because when you get something in your mind and you try to edit it right afterwards, you most likely skip over it, because you don't really pay attention, because that's how you wrote it, and so your brain already thinks that's the way it's supposed to be done. So it's always best to have somebody else go over it. It's not always a possibility, but like I use nowadays, I have Grammarly, the Chrome extension installed on my browser, so it catches some of the things I don't. But when it comes to editing other people's stuff, it's so much easier because, well, you didn't write it, so your brain is going through each word individually. So, fun stuff. But having editors, I don't know where I was going with that. We were talking about editors. Not a clue. All right, well, moving on. Yeah, hopefully you get it back soon. Just keep working at it. I bet you probably will. I'm almost positive that's what happened. I'd put money on it, actually. There have been a few times. The ambiance thing was just one of many. And there was one time I was in direct contact with a text broker manager, and we had a discussion, and they saw that I was correct, so they removed a rejection off of me. So that was pretty cool. How are your novels or short stories doing? I heard that you need to write every day to collect constant viewers and become famous, or they will not follow you. Or have you another strategy? Well, I don't know about every day, but being consistent is key to being successful on anything, because One of my lights fell off my wall. So, like with Wattpad, you want to keep producing as much as you can, and I don't, and I'm horrible at it, and this is why I'm not as popular as I should be. But you have to keep engaging. Uh-oh. I don't know who that is. Hold on. Oh. That's what happens when you use your phone to register with places when you're looking to rent. I normally don't answer numbers I don't know, but that time I did. But anyway, what I was saying is that I don't know about doing it every day, but you do have to be consistent. It's like with blogging. The more you blog, the more active you are, the more traffic you're going to get. And that's just plain from, you're not going to be able to cover every topic of your niche in every single blog post. So like, let's say that you write this big, massive blog post of 5,000 words on how to use Yoast SEO. But what if someone's looking for how to install a contact form? Well, you need to have that on your blog as well. So it's not necessarily blogging every day, but more of having a lot of people want to keep updated with your stories as you're writing them. Like my friend Sam, she hates reading novels on Wattpad that aren't complete because you never know when they're going to complete them. So if you want to keep an audience, you have to keep pumping it out. So my strategy right now, well, at the moment, I really don't have one aside from trying to find a home. Cloak, what are you doing? This is Cloak. No, you're going to hit my microphone. It wants to sit directly under my lap. And there's a mic there. I heard about people passing the 5-star but never becoming 5-star authors. In reality, I don't think they have enough work to have many 5-star authors, but it's advertised as a goal to reach. Yeah, they really haven't really had that much 5-star work even when I was first started writing back in 2012. So I'm always like, why would I care to take the test? Because at any given time, there's maybe 5. And so I think that's probably one of the biggest reasons why I didn't really push too much into trying to get my 5 stars, is because there really wasn't much work to do. And as a 4-star, I was still invited to 5-star teams. So there are some 5-star teams out there that pay really well. But as for open orders, there just really isn't much to do. So I maintain just the 4 stars and be happy. Especially since they come to me directly with 5-star team work. So really doesn't matter at that point. But as for how my novels are going, Shyman, slowly. I did a little bit of work on them recently, and I'm really excited about where this final chapter is going. But then I've spent the last 3 weeks trying to find a home, and so that's been taking priority, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to push actually finishing it on Wattpad until probably the end of April, if I find a home. If not, then I'll have to work from an Airbnb. At that rate, I don't know if I'll be able to do videos. I don't know, that'd be kind of fun, you think? Doing a Writer Sanctuary live stream from an Airbnb? I don't think I did a live stream when I lived in LA. I think they were all just regular videos. But that was in an Airbnb for 6 months. Technically, I was renting it from my friend, but it was an Airbnb house. Does that count? But if we don't find anywhere to live, then that might be what's going to happen. At least for a couple of weeks. I'm feeling really good about this new house, so I'm really jazzed, and I'm so excited to get back into doing regular videos because there's so much more I wanted to do. Like I said before, they got the textbooker stuff I got planned out that I want to do. There's a few other writing platforms I want to test out and do a first look on, like iWriter. I haven't done that one yet. One of them denied me. I can't remember why. I know Upwork denied me. They had too many writers. So if you see an ad for Upwork and you're a freelance writer, ignore it because it's. Well, I can't say that. You might have different skill set that they're looking for. Apparently, I didn't have it. So, oh well, their loss, not mine. I'm too busy for that crap anyway. In fact, the only reason why I signed up with them was to give you guys content. I have a job. I have a good job. And I love doing my blog. Did a blog post yesterday about the difference between blogging and doing content mills. Like with content mills, I took the most popular article on my website, which is the 300 word sample textbooker example sample, and it comes in at just over 1,500 words. Now, if that was an article on Textbooker, I could make like 21 something on it. But as a blog post that is that has AdSense attached to it, it's made $24 so far, and it will continue to generate income forever. Well, at least until people stop reading it. So already that blog post has brought in more money to me than it would have if I did the same thing on Textbooker. Unfortunately, there's a caveat to that. Not all blog posts are going to do that well. It all depends on how much traffic you generate. So you can write whatever you want on a blog, but you're not necessarily going to make the same amount of money as you would on a content mill. It's completely up to the topic. If you can drive an audience, keep their attention, get people to read it. So, I don't know. And I've been looking for affiliates because we're doing the affiliate part of the experiment coming up, where I'm going to be adding affiliate marketing to it to see how much money that can work. And right now there's a bunch of YouTube videos on passive income with affiliates, and there is so much more they're not telling you about it. So I'm hoping I might be doing a video about that in the relatively near future, because sure, you can make a ton of money on affiliates, but there is way more than just slapping a banner on your blog and calling it good. And they really don't go into detail about what's involved in that whole process. So during the experiment that we'll be doing with the practicallylivinggreen.com, I'm going to be showing you exactly everything that goes into doing an affiliate. And it's kind of a pain in the ass, especially if you have a website that's brand new. Because a lot of affiliates, these companies, will not, they won't accept your application if you don't have enough traffic or if you don't have enough content. AdSense is the same way. If you don't have at least 10 blog posts on your website, AdSense will deny you. So there's 10 blog posts ain't that bad. I'll probably whip that out in a couple of days. But there's like CJ.com is really big on being extremely restrictive. So you've got to have the traffic and the content before you can even consider most of the more popular affiliate marketing stuff. So not everybody says that. They just say, oh, this is passive income, then I can make thousands of dollars a week. Yeah? On a successful blog you can. Not on something that's brand new. So that's going to be kind of a fun one to do. Because we're doing this whole blog from scratch. So the next video is probably going to be setting up the pages. It's going to be the About Us, the contact form, and then probably start cranking out some content. And we're going to do a content video. And then I'm going to be doing, there's a few more. I have a list of them in Asana of all the different videos we're going to be doing on it. I think the affiliate one comes later on because we need to make sure we have content before we can add affiliates to it. So that's going to be a load of fun. But if it turns out to be something that generates $100,000 a year, all the better. Doubt it will, but whatever. We'll see. Because we're going to try to do all these really cool tips and tricks that all these experts say that work. And speaking from experience, I already know that half of them won't. But we're going to go into that as soon as once I get to that point. But it's not as cut and dried as a lot of them make it out to seem. Oh, I'm starting to feel like I'm rambling. Aside from that, how's everybody else doing tonight? Is that necessary to have frequent correspondence with clients when you write for 4-star teams? After all, it is a test of your skills every time you write anything to them. When you write for 4-star teams, frequent correspondence. If you're talking about direct orders, then I do. Well, I did back in the day, where, like, say if I did an open order for somebody, and I say, I'm doing this order for you, yada yada yada, and then I do the order, and about 3, 4, 5 months later, not very long, just a couple of months later, I'll send up a follow-up email to them saying, I wrote this for you, and if you need anything else, you know how to get in touch with me, kind of like just to let them know that I'm still there and I'm still thinking about them. Now, when it comes to Teams, though, with Teams, I don't think you need to do that, because it's already set up where they're trying to get as much done as possible. They just want to push it out. And I belong to a lot of them. And the teams I'm on, I've never sent a message correspondence between them. It's more of it's purely production at that point. Some of the smaller teams, like if it's just if one client's doing it, then I might send one or two, like a thank you letter or a here's how it's going letter type of thing. But when you're doing a text broker managed team, like the majority of the ones that I'm on, I don't bother, because those are text broker managers. They already know what I'm doing, and so I just crank them out as fast as possible. And at that point, good to go. I'm hoping that's what you were asking. If not, then I completely apologize. I'm just really tired, and I have a headache. Still, been a really stressful few weeks. Not necessarily. Yeah, I'm thinking well, it is a test of your skills every time you write anything to them. Well, yeah. You could. I mean, it doesn't hurt anything unless they write to you and tell you to stop writing them. But when you're on a managed team, it's really almost pointless. And that's because, they know what you're doing. So, yeah. If I didn't answer you, let me know. I'm really sorry, Shyman. I'm just not with it at 100% right now. I really wanted to get that video out on Friday. But we're feeling good. I'm going to push to get Tuesdays and Thursdays video out, at least get Fridays done. Even though this month is turned out to be a train wreck, I'm going to try to write it out. P&M show, yeah, that was me. Still says, congratulations, you passed. Still processing. It's been 3 months with no word. Holy crap. Ingo, wow. And I saw some on Reddit as well. See, and you would think that one of the biggest issues with moving PayPal to Payoneer was that so it could free up their staff to do other stuff. You'd think that would have been part of it. But I don't know. I haven't tried, so I don't know what the deal is. I wonder, I do have a direct access to one of their, it might be the marketing lady though. I don't know. If I think of it, I will shoot them a message tomorrow. But I don't know how good at it, if I'll get any answers, but it's worth a shot anyway. At any rate, it might give me some content for a video. But yeah, I was added to 5-star teams without being a 5-star writer, so I wouldn't say don't try it, but like Queen Adam said, is that there's really not a lot of work for 5 stars. So from my perspective, it's like, why bother? I was getting invited to 5-star teams anyway, so moving on. But that's pretty cool that both of you passed it. I just haven't tried it yet. I missed the last time I tried. It was like it was years ago. I missed it by 1. Ron Kincaid, how's it going, Ron? Oh, but yeah, aside from that, I don't know. I'm still a big fan of Text Broker. I just wish that sometimes some of their staff would just get on the ball. But it's a good way to get your foot in the door. If you're content with doing content mills, then it's a great system to make some money and stuff. But if you want to really push to be a freelance writer, use it as a way to practice and to open the doors to a much bigger horizon. Because you'll never make as much on a content mill as you will with a private client. But the content mill will give you experience and will help you learn a lot of stuff. Hanging in there? Awesome. So am I. It's been a stressful couple of weeks. I don't know if you caught earlier, but I've been trying to find a home and it's been taxing to say the least. But I'm hoping that next month will be different. But yeah, so I went from, in the beginning, I started with Textbroker in 2012 on January 1st. A year and a half later, I was able to quit my job at the school district to write full time, just using nothing but Textbroker. Then I started doing Textbroker and Writer Access, and since then I've done several different types of systems, and then I got picked up by a couple of private clients, and now that's what I do. So if you use it as a stepping stone, it works great. I wrote a direct order for a new client, and then he asked me to contact him through email so he could send me work via Google Docs. Uh-oh. TV didn't allow it though. Yeah. Have you had this experience? Yes, I have, actually. I am a stickler when it comes to the rules. So when they ask me for my private email and address, I tell them straight out, that's against the rules. I can't do that because I don't want to do anything that'll jeopardize my account. So I just consider Textbroker paid practice. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people do, Hinko. I used it to start my career. It was paying me twice what I was making at the school district. So I was able to, pay the bills, get food on the table, and put gas in the truck. And it was doing really great. I did that I used Textbroker exclusively for a year and a half. I want to say it was that December when I started doing Writer Access at the same time. So I had Textbroker open on one tab and Writer Access open on another, and I would just jump back and forth with whoever had the most work. At one point, I had Textbroker, Writer Access, and Fiverr open. Now, Fiverr is not too bad. When I did Fiverr back in 2015, they didn't have all the bells and whistles that it has now. But I found that I made less money per hour doing the work on Fiverr than I was on Textbroker. But when Textbroker didn't have any work, Fiverr usually did. So I just bounced back and forth between the three of them. So I kept myself busy and made quite a bit of money. Then I landed my private clients, and I rarely go to the content mills now, which I want to start getting back into doing those maybe once a week or something, just to do videos or just to keep my account active. Like with Writer Access, if you don't write for, I think it's 90 days, they close your account. I think Textbroker, I don't think there's a limit because I haven't done anything on Textbroker in months, and last year I made $20. I did an article in September, I think. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. But I still log in to make sure I don't have any direct orders, which I normally don't recently because I'm not very active. Something else you got to keep in mind is if you want to get direct orders, you have to be active on the system. And since I'm not actively writing, because it shows when a client looks at you, it shows them when's the last time you completed an order. Well, mine doesn't say that I've completed an order for quite some time, so I haven't been getting any direct orders, but I still log in to check my mail and make sure everything's okay and groovy and that they're not threatening to shut my account off. I really need to get back into doing it. If anything, just to keep in practice, give me a little bit of extra money on top of what I'm doing already. But I want to get more passive stuff going, so I really want to get more into the vocal and Medium and Hub pages, and I really want to give constant content a try. I've done it before, but I didn't sell anything. I think part of that's because of the content that I wrote, so I want to try to come up with something awesomely spectacular and see how much money I can make on that. Because if it pans out well, you can make about 3 or 4 times more than what you can on Text Broker, and you can write whatever you want. You just have to make sure you write something people want to buy. So it's more business minded, really, because you have to cater to an audience that you're trying to sell to, kind of like blogging. But when they buy that content from you, you can charge whatever you want, and it's like way higher than what you can make on Text Broker. So there's a balance between the two that you have to find, but it's a good way to get started. Wow. Rambling. Oh, I don't know. Was that rambling? Still, right here. I feel like someone's drilling into my head. Stress. Gotta love it. Oh, but aside from that, I think, yeah, I'm still trying to come up with something I want to do for my 500 subscribers. It's pretty exciting. When I first started the channel, I didn't have any idea that it was going to get as popular as it was. I only was creating videos so that I can embed them onto my blog posts so that people could either read the content or watch it. So that way they had 2 different ways they wanted to do it. And then things just kind of took off with the YouTube channel, and now it's turned into its own monster. So now I have the blog and the YouTube channel, and even though they're still connected, I still think of them as kind of separate. And so it's pretty exciting to hit 500 subscribers. I didn't, no idea that it could be that helpful to so many people. So I do want to do a giveaway of some kind. I just don't know how I'm going to run it or what I'm going to give away yet. It's been a horrible 3 weeks and I just haven't really put much thought. I'm thinking about like maybe a gift card to Barnes & Noble, or maybe even a coffee shop, maybe Starbucks, even though I hate Starbucks coffee. But I don't know how many people have a Caribou nearby, so Starbucks is worldwide, so that'd probably be a good one. I don't know. If you have any ideas, leave them in the comments. I'm still thinking a typewriter would be awesome, Hinko, but I don't know if I can find one. And it would cost a small fortune to send one of the old-fashioned ones, because those damn things weigh like 30 pounds. What niches are bringing more money? On Text Broker, they pay you the same amount out of everything, though. If clients want to find a specialist, they need to pay more. Maybe medicine or business. Text Broker pays twice a week now, too. Yeah. You can get paid on Mondays, too. Or Tuesdays? Mondays. I think it's Mondays. But yeah, you can submit your payment for twice a week. And as for popular niches, the most profitable depends on how you want to run it. If you look at something like AdWords, well, I guess it's Google Ads now, but if you use that, it shows you how much you'll pay when you create an ad at cost per click on average. Now, if you use keywords and you look at that cost per click average, that gives you an idea of how much businesses are forking over for certain ads. Now, it's kind of a good indicator to tell you which ones are being the most profitable, because the ones who spend the most money are usually the ones that make the most. So that would include things like personal finance, health and fitness things. Problem with health and fitness, though, is the Google algorithm changes last year really screwed a lot of websites, so you have to be careful about that. We did an article recently about like the top 10 personal finance, health and fitness. Gaming's okay. It doesn't bring in everybody's all about gaming and stuff, but from a money making perspective, it pays less than a lot of other things. Like personal finance pays out about 4 times more than gaming does. But if you're not interested in personal finance, then it doesn't really matter. My most successful Medium post is 1,010 words and has earned over $80 so far. Nice. Most of my pieces have only made a few bucks. Still, I'll continue to suggest you make room to give a legitimate world. I plan on it, Hinko. That's pretty badass that you got an $80 article. See, that's why I wanted. There was one person on one of my other videos that said that she makes like $30 a day off the stuff that comes in from think it was Hub Pages, but she's got like 60 articles on. But still, $30 a day. It's not bad at all. So yeah, I'm definitely pushing to free up some time to work on that. In fact, I started working on one on Thursday, and then things just kind of went south because we keep getting outbid on houses and stuff, and so it just lost stress. And so it's still there. I have to finish it, but I really want to start putting in more effort to do a lot of those other things, a lot of those Hub Pages, Vocal, and Medium, because, well, they do look like they have potential to make quite a bit if you get a good target, or if you get a really great article out there. And that's the hard part, is trying to find an audience to make it worthwhile. Like, take my blog. Like I made the example earlier about my most popular blog post brought in, since I published it April 4th of last year, it's brought in 24 or something. And it'll keep making money over the long term. But there's a lot of blog posts that I have that made less than a cent last month. And so sometimes you hit those really good ones, sometimes you don't. So that's kind of the same thing with when you're writing for Vocal and Medium and Hub Pages, that if you can find that really good viral post that everybody wants to read, you can make bank on it. But then you crank out 2,000 words of something that no one will ever read. I did that recently with 5,000. Yeah, if you can get on it, man, get a couple articles like that, we'll almost retire. Wouldn't that be awesome? What do you do for a living? Nothing. My content is bringing me money. Of course, like everything though, evergreen content will only last so long, because eventually it'll be outdated, or Google will sync it somewhere because it hasn't been updated. So you have to always constantly update crap. Always have to keep pushing out content, which I can do. I just gotta put more effort into it. I gotta set aside all of the issues I've been having and just try to focus on work. Which I was doing okay this weekend. I caught up on a lot. I didn't get an extraordinary amount done today, and that's only because I had to go out and look at a new house. But it's on my list of things to do, Hinko. I think that would help out tremendously. But let's see, it's almost 7 o'clock and I haven't eaten dinner yet, and this is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be on Medium. It's all about getting curated or publishing in a publication that already has a big following. Yeah. See, and that's, I don't know a lot about Medium. I've done a few things, but not a lot. Just messing around. I got the one blog post up there that I think you're following, and I really want to get more on there and really dive into what else you can do with it. And if anything, just to make a video on it. Well, it looks pretty cool. When I'm doing random searches for research on Google, Medium is probably the most out of the three. We've got Vocal, Medium, and Hub Pages. Medium is the only one that comes up consistently when I'm doing research. So I think Medium might be the better bet to build an audience. But I have made more money on Hub Pages. Just 2 cents there, 3 cents here over the span of the last 7 months. But hey, it's brought in some. But I think that if you get some good topics out, and get some, I guess, like you said, curated, then probably make quite a bit. So I'm looking forward to it. Really want to expand into it. So that's on my list of things to do. I just gotta get past all this other crap that's going on and put effort into it. And my headache will not go away. Keep thinking I got West Nile, or not West Nile, coronavirus. I never go anywhere to get coronavirus, so that's not it. I'm fairly sure this is stress related. Like everything else in my life. But we're starting tomorrow good. We're going to push through. We're going to get work done. Going to get a video out. Open. And I'm hoping by Friday I will have a set ideas of what we're doing for a 500 subscriber giveaway, because I want to do that before we reach 1,000. So I'm thinking probably a gift card. I don't know, maybe a prepaid Visa. That way you guys can do whatever you want with it. But I want to make sure that I get someone's valid information and all that. So I got to set something up, and I have some ideas. So I'm gonna try messing around with those this week. So probably on Friday, when I do the the weekly vlog, I'll have more information about how we're doing the 500 subscriber giveaway. So hopefully, I wanted to have it all done by now. I wanted my 500 subscriber video to be something awesome, and it's awesome. I love you guys. I'm just so burned out. It's not from YouTube, it's just life. But I will. I'm gonna come up with something really cool in the near future. Hopefully. Because it is a good milestone. It's 500 subscribers. I'm halfway to YouTube's monetization. As if I care. I just have fun talking with you guys. Right on. Good streaming. Go get yourself some dinner. Oh yeah. Definitely. Gotta eat. I am so hungry. So, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. And let's cross my fingers, or cross your fingers, cross my toes. Let's see if I can get it home. So that's what we're gonna do this week. Let's try to get some videos out. Friday I'll have an idea of the 500 subscriber thing, and let's try to get some content on Medium. So aside from that, I think I'm gonna call it an evening. Thank you for helping me reach 500 subscribers, and you guys are awesome. And hopefully we can hit 1,000. Right, ashwagandha for anti-stress. It's an herb. Oh, you know what? I think I've heard of that. But you need to take it in pills. God, it looks familiar. I'll have to look that up. Right now, I'd use anything for stress. Well, I can't say that. There's a lot of things I won't do. You have exactly 500 subs? Yep, exactly around the dot. I hit that earlier today. I was so excited. I posted it on Twitter and Facebook and LinkedIn. I'm really jazzed about it, and it kind of ruined my excitement to be so stressed. But believe me, I'm pretty excited about it. And I couldn't ask for a cooler audience. So you guys have a great evening. I'll see you tomorrow.